Salamander dude, SaiyanSalamander here, and welcome back to another one of my one-off videos. We're reaching the end of 2020 now, so I wanted to try talking about some of my hopes for 2021, especially in terms of series that have an anniversary coming up. And if I managed to upload this video on time, then Age of Calamity should have dropped 2 days ago. And so I figured why not kick things off with my top 5 hopes for The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary next year. We're already starting things off strong with Age of Calamity and Breath of the Wild 2, which we'll hopefully get some more news on, or potentially it could get released in 2021. So aside from that, let me tell you what else I'd like to see in the coming year. Considering everything that Mario got for his anniversary, I think this choice is a pretty obvious one, but one I wanted to mention regardless. I'm hoping we get a couple remasters of some fan favourite Zelda games this year. I think we'll probably get something akin to 3D All-Stars, maybe something like Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, and Skyward Sword all in one package. However, as cool as porting a bunch of games is, I'd love to see a real upgrade akin to the transition from Wind Waker to Wind Waker HD. Maybe we could get Ocarina of Time remastered again, with an amazing graphical overhaul. Or perhaps we could see a remaster of the Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks in the same engine as Wind Waker HD. I remember hearing that it took about 6 months to remake Wind Waker using that engine, and the upgrade in appearance was phenomenal. So I'd love to see them use that engine to remaster some more old Zelda games again. Though I get the pros of having a bunch of quick ports like 3D All-Stars, I'd just love to see some other games in a new light. Spirit Tracks is my favourite Zelda game currently, mainly because it's the only one I managed to finish, as I'm constantly getting lost all the time. So I'm really hoping to see it, and some other games remastered for the Switch, and have a great graphical upgrade. But I'd still be hyped if we ended up getting a few ports instead of a full-blown remaster. I'd personally rather see one great remaster than a few ported games. Like I mentioned before, we just got a new Hyrule Warriors game with Age of Calamity, but I'd like to see what other genres we could see as Zelda spin-off titles. But since we just got Age of Calamity, a new spin-off title only reached number 4 on my wishlist this time around. Let me know in the comments what ideas you have for a new Legend of Zelda spin-off game. Maybe we could get a fighting game like DBZ Kakarot or Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, or we could even see a MOBA game like Pokemon Unite. Though personally, I think the 2 biggest genres I'd like to see with a franchise is a Battle Royale or an MMO. These are 2 genres which I really like, and I'd love to find a game in either genre that I just really want to invest my time into. For MMOs, I really like Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. I just haven't played either one in a while, since none of my friends are really into it. As for Battle Royales, there just hasn't been any that's really lit a spark in me that makes me want to play it a turn and get really good at it. I think Zelda would be a really good fit for both of these genres. Instead of just playing as Link like normal, you could play as any race featured in the series. Hylian, Gerudo, Twilight, there's so much to choose from. And that's even before mentioning all the magic and weapons used in the series as well. There are 2 genres I don't think will ever happen, but it'd be cool to speculate what they'd be like. Maybe they could even make the 3 pieces of the Triforce and the Master Sword one-of-a-kind items that only one player can control at a time. Whether or not my dream Zelda spin-offs happen or not, I'd love to see what ideas the devs come up with. I loved Hyrule Warriors, and it brought my favourite character Lana into the series, so I really want to see what other possibilities are in the future. For the bronze medal holder on this list, it's something that probably wouldn't be something to celebrate Zelda's 35th anniversary, and is more just something I'd really like to see happen regardless. I really want to see a Zelda rep in Fighters Pass 2 as Smash Bros. Ultimate. At the moment, we effectively have 3 Links, 2 Zeldas, and 1 Ganondorf in Smash, and that's it. Zelda and Sheik play completely differently, but that doesn't change the fact that they're the same person. So I really want to see another Zelda character added that isn't one of these 3 characters. And there's so many characters to choose from as well. There's the Guardians from Breath of the Wild, Impa is a long requested character as well. There's also fan favourite characters like Midna from Twilight Princess, Girahim from Skyward Sword, and Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. Though my personal favourite choice for a Smash rep would be Lana from Hyrule Warriors. I won't go in depth on why I want Lana in Smash and my ideas on how she'd work as a character in this video, but I did already cover that and more in my Smash wishlist. So if you want to hear more about Lana being in Smash, then go check it out, and it'll be linked in the description below. Now that I've finished plugging my Smash video, let's move swiftly on to the next hope on my Zelda anniversary wishlist. My second biggest wish is to see the Zelda franchise this year release a Netflix adaptation and a brand new Zelda anime. I'm not even sure if these are just rumours or it's already been confirmed, but apparently Netflix is making a live-action Zelda series. And like all video game or anime live-action adaptations, I fear for how good it will actually turn out. Though here's hoping they make it and it turns out really well, since Nintendo barely ever does anything like this. And I'd love to see some of my favourite gaming series in other mediums outside of just games. Even anime, I'm surprised a lot of Nintendo series hasn't received an adaptation, since so many of them would make fantastic series. I won't delve much into other series because this is a Zelda wishlist, but we've had Zelda manga adaptations, so why can't we see any of them be animated as well? I do wonder how they'd handle the whole silent protagonist deal that Link's got going on in anime form. And I haven't read the manga series yet, so I can't say how they handled it or if they handled it well, but hey, if they managed to do it well in the manga, why can't they do it in the anime as well? I'd honestly be down for an anime based on any of the video games, and maybe if they do a really good anime adaptation, we'll get to see some more Nintendo anime, or just some more Zelda anime adaptations in the future as well. For the final and my most wanted thing to see next year during Zelda's 35th anniversary is to see the Zelda series cross over with other gaming franchises. Now honestly, there's only one reason this managed to take the top spot, and otherwise this probably would have been number 3 on my list. I would love to finally see crossovers in Fire Emblem Heroes, and Zelda is one of my many series that I'd love to see it cross over with. I actually do a series called Outrealm Heroes where I talk about what characters from other series I think would work well in Fae, and the video coming next week just happens to be me theory crafting what characters from The Legend of Zelda would look like in Fire Emblem Heroes. So if you like Fire Emblem and Zelda, be sure to check out the video when it drops next week. Enough about Fire Emblem though, we've seen plenty of Zelda crossovers in the past. There's Cadence of Hyrule, there's Zelda clothing available in multiple Monster Hunter games. Hell, Link was even a playable character in Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube. I've seen a bunch of fanart and animations of what The Legend of Zelda would look like in other series too, like fanart of Zelda being in Dragalia Lost, or an animation of Link being in an Overwatch hero. And I'd really like to see more stuff like this in the future. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to show the animation and artwork that I just mentioned in the video, so I'll just leave links to them down below in the description, so you can check them out yourself at some point. Anyway, I just love seeing crossovers happen. It's why I love Smash so much. I can't think of anything cooler than seeing multiple series you enjoy and seeing them come together and see what would happen when they cross over. That just about does it for this video, my dudes, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed, then please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see happen for Zelda's 35th anniversary next year. I do a bunch of content over on Twitch too, and I'll definitely be doing playthroughs of Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity at some point soon. So please consider hitting up the link in the description and following me over on Twitch if you're interested. That's all for now, my dudes, so hopefully I'll see you around on Twitch or maybe in another video in the future, like my upcoming Outrealm Heroes episode. Until next time, bye!